We talk about what's going on. We talk about current events. Today, we're going to talk about this early morning show. Thank you for you all listening in, whether you're on Telegram, YouTube, TikTok, IG. We welcome you all. Same, same mindset in a different year. We've made it into the year of 2026, but we see that many have still come in with that same mentality, the same grumpiness, the frumpiness that they had in 2025. And if you look, they still have the same mindset in 2024. And if you look deeper, if you have the time, they were the same way in 2023. It's an exciting time to be alive these days as we make it into another year. Some didn't make it. Waking up and breathing alone should be the satisfaction needed to be happy. Now, it doesn't say we got to have a smile on our face every single time, but we can be content. Now, everybody goes through seasons. I'm not talking about just because you're going through a season, you should be happy all the time. No, because sometimes you just want to be alone. You want to have a little bit of space. You're going through something. You need a time out just to be able to get things together. This discussion is for those that are still coming in with the same bad attitude. The narcissists, the ones that can't seem to get along with anyone, the ones that can't take accountability, the ones still holding on to that trauma that they refuse to address. The trauma is starting to manifest itself in other ways. They can't see it because they're inside their bubble. Why is that? Why are these individuals the way that they are? Why have we come into another year and they're still acting the same exact way? Many made it into 2026 with us, but they got dropped off somewhere mid-January, February. We're going into March now. Some won't make it into March on the friend list. We've developed, we've grown, we've changed, we've evolved. We continue to do so each and every time. Why are friends this way? So-called friends. Everyone's definition of friend is different. I know my definition of friend would definitely include a person that's not going to try to tear another person down. A person that's upbuilding, uplifting. Doesn't have to be the same mindset, but at least they're on the same path somewhat, and the respect and kindness is there. Some have still not accepted the fact that that's how life works. What you give to life is what you're going to give back. Think about relationships. Relationships still aren't working, relationships are still struggling. Whether it's both or just one, the incompatibility was there. Individuals tried it, and they're still trying, and they're still trying. Been with that girlfriend, boyfriend so long, still waiting for them to get married. Or marry you, I should say. Or, since boyfriend and girlfriend is the new commitment now, on the lines of commitment, just waiting for some form of commitment to be manifest. Not that social media commitment, in a relationship tagline that everybody uses and misuses for convenience and inconvenience. Or for putting stuff on social media and we're not actually seeking. Sometimes we can wait for love to come to us. It's okay. In a broader conversation of the fireside chat, there will be an in-depth deep dive into relationships. Both man and woman are acting up in this regard. It's not just one-sided. You see TikTok, and the guys are talking about they're giving up on women. I don't know what the other option it is going to be out there for them if they're giving up on women. Most men would just go out and maybe seek another one or wait for another one. But to cut women off altogether, options get kind of limited after that. But that's for another conversation on another day. But we see many out there wonder why they can't find an individual that may be compatible with them. And they're putting and broadcasting every single thing they can on their social media. Working out, fitness, eating healthy, the love of the Lord. And individuals will see this, and they're not looking for anything in particular, steady, anything concrete as far as relationship. But as they're browsing social media, their quick way in is see what the person is broadcasting on their social media. They share a scripture or two. They talk about their workout habits, elaborate on them. But they do not have any workout habits. They do not have any healthy eating habits. It's the representative coming in, looking for quick love. And when the man or woman falls for that. That's a sinister approach. Just browse social media, since everybody broadcasts everything, to just see who you can get. Some are seeking ones that are like-minded in these areas. Others are just wasting time. Why is that? Why are we in 2026 and individuals are wasting other individuals' times? Some are really going out to look for a relationship, a strong, healthy relationship. And there are some that really are seeking a relationship guided by God or their belief system. They're not wearing it just as a sleeve on their arm. They're really sincere about their beliefs. A word with lie right in the name. Or there are some very sincere and serious about their workout regimen, their eating habits. Why in 2026 are individuals coming in seeking a relationship with one so serious about looking for love, companionship, comfort, and we have one wasting time? Why is that? What about family? Let's start with the baby mama, the baby daddy. Those that have those. Why are they still making things difficult? They don't want to see the child, or they don't want to give the child. It's one or the other. I don't like the baby moms, so I don't want to see the child. Oh, I don't like the baby daddy because he saw right through me. He won't see his child. And then the ones that just don't like each other, and then it comes to the discomfort of the child. This 2026, why is these things still happening? Why must individuals still be the stereotype in a brand new year? It's a diabolical concept. But let's get into families. Families still are not able to get along. Families are not able to be close-knit. There's the uncle that nobody seems to understand or can comprehend. There's the auntie that's wild. There's the older brother and sister that you can't confide in. Or the mother and the father that are just off on another part of space and time. And these aren't everybody's families. Of course not. We have families that I know of that are very close knit. They work together. It doesn't define every single family. Just the ones that are still coming into 2026 that still can't seem to get along. Okay, let's go to race. This is a big topic. Why is it that races still can't seem to get along? And I'm talking about the black race. I can speak on that. I have the skin tone for it to speak on that topic. We're in 2026 and black folks still seem to want to get over on each other. Sure, other races do this also, but black folks are the one killing each other. Their own race. They don't stick together. Through fear and monetary gain, they will turn on their so-called brother man. They're trying to step over or step on their brother man. But will turn around and say, that's my brother, that's my sister. I don't have any brothers and sisters like that. And I don't think many individuals do. Sure, somebody will say it's happening in all races, but I don't see it as much as I see it in the black community. Why are we in 2026 and the black folks still, as a community, don't want to make their own or have their own? Don't want to build their own, don't want to work together. Why is it that the community is still talking about it and not being about it? And this will hurt those in the community that are hearing this, but I can say it, I can speak on it. I have the authority to speak on the black race. I just notice how other races stick together. I just notice how they're a unit, they're connected. And I notice how black folks are so quick to sell out. You see it in the movies. Give them some money, give them some drugs, give them possessions. They're selling out. Give them some food. Oh, they're talking. Why is that? Why have we come into 2026 and racial divide is at an all-time high? What about us? Here's a mirror reflection right here. What about us? Have we not changed in 2026? Are we still carrying that same baggage from 2022? And we're so frustrated and beat down and downtrodden that we're taking it out on everybody else still? We can't seek or develop a healthy relationship with anyone because we are not able to have a healthy and grounding relationship with ourselves. So we're wasting everybody's time, whether it's the one that you're in a relationship with, your workmate, your friends. It could be us. We could be the reason. Has anyone taken that soul reflecting and soul staring look at ourselves to wonder why and see why things are not working the way that they should? Many can't be alone with themselves because they're afraid of those demons coming out and talking to them. Is that narcissist unable to be by themselves? They sure are. We can't seem to have healthy relationships. Are we the toxic ones? We read about it, we'll talk about it. Are we talking about us? let's cut to the chase here and sum all this up. Why is it that in 2026 we have numerous individuals still entering into a new year the same exact way? Simply because they don't see a need to change. And this cycle will continue. They may have the best friends or may have had the best friends around them, coaching them and communicating with them, informing them that their way is not good. The path that they're going on is destructive. And what do? What do these individuals do when they hear their friend telling them something outside of what they want to hear? They put them on the sideline. So that good friend that you had as a friend speaking up to you and letting you know what was necessary to be able to evolve healthily. Because the friend probably had to do the same self-check as well. And a stronger friend was able to reach out to the one that may have been a little bit weaker, that lost their steps along the way. The childhood trauma that they left unresolved, where they kept saying, I'm fine, I'm okay, but they're not. That friend tried to tell them, and then they get another friend, and they change these individuals don't want to hear it. They don't want to be told that they need to adjust. So then what do? They stop talking to them. They ease away from conversations with them. They say they simply don't want to hear it. And then the only life support that they had that was perhaps keeping them afloat, to be that friend, that voice of reason, is no longer there. And so these individuals ramble along through life, stumbling, unaware, with no self-awareness that the problem is them. If you are this type of individual, keep those friends around. It will probably be in your best interest to keep these types of friends around. Don't think everybody is out to attack. They're only trying to help. If you're a narcissist, why? You're going to have to find out the underlying reason. I'm sure the narcissist knows they're a narcissist, unless their mind is so diluted and polluted that they don't recognize it. But it's a very lonely life from what I've seen from narcissists. Those of you wasting time in relationships, wasting the woman's time, or you're wasting the man's time. It shows a lack of value of your own time. It shows a lack of respect for yourself. Establish that respect for yourself. Establish the boundaries for yourself. Stay out of relationships for a while. There's an option. Stop wasting everybody's time. You're not ready for a relationship. You don't want to be in a relationship. It's still playtime. And hey, you'll find somebody that wants to do playtime. There are many individuals out there that just want a playtime relationship. The ones that say, I'm just trying to find me right now, or I'm just doing me right now. Okay, there you go. That's your playtime relationship. But the ones that have built themselves, I should say rebuilt themselves brick by brick, those aren't the ones for you. Because they've already done the playtime. And they don't want to play anymore. Stop coming into these new years and breaking the women's hearts. Stop coming into the new years breaking these guys' hearts. So when you got them on TikTok saying they're done with women, And who knows what that really means? I'll leave it up to speculation. I have my thoughts. Leave those individuals alone. Those are not who you want. A bad person that's up to no good will always want a good person because it'll make them look even better. And so they can keep walking around and saying, see, I wasn't the problem. Look who I got. Yeah, but you're going to tear them down and dishearten them and bring them down to the same level as you. Leave them alone. The relationship chat is coming. There's a lot that needs to be said about how relationships are being run and how they're functioning. And it's going to be a great topic. The baby mama, the baby daddy. Stop being a stereotype. It's not about you. It's about the child. And when you set aside your pride and your ego, you'll be able to see them. But you got to take those blinders off and look outside of yourself and look at the life that you made and realize it's about them. It's not about you. You have feelings towards something, get the help that you need so it doesn't affect the child negatively. That's what it's all about. Parents have kids. It's not about the parent anymore. Let a parent, keep them alive. Okay, top priority. Money, drop them off where they need to go. But the parental role diminishes. Just start becoming transportation and financial. And it's okay. Because during those time periods, you're teaching your child responsibility. It takes both parents. You had the child. Now you're mad. You're mad at the other person. Or that other person. You don't want to live up to your responsibilities because you chose to do playtime. But now it's serious time and you don't want to deal with it. Stop coming into these new years with the same irresponsible and selfish mindset that you had in the years prior. For the men, man up. For the women, woman up. This stereotype has to change. Because there's a lot of courthouses out there making money off the foolishness of irresponsible and selfish, quote unquote, parents. Anyone can be a mom, anybody can be a dad. That can come as simply as adopting. People raise animals. They become their mom and their dad. Anybody can do that. Youngsters, kids play mommy and daddy to their little dolls. Well, the little girls do. But it takes a strong individual, a willed individual to be a mother and father. And then the parent. Those words carry a lot of weight, and some are toting around the title like a badge, but have no clue or have no real grasp on what that responsibility entails. Stop wasting time. You got the child, take care of it. Responsibly and respectfully. Put the pride and ego aside, because that's who it's about. It's about the child. Families still can't get it together. Get it together. We're in interesting times. We're going to need family. We're going to need family to stick together. Have those Sunday dinners. Have those family vacations. Have those family reunions, but don't have them so far off in the distance. And embrace the family reunion. Embrace that culture and heritage. There's some that don't even show up to the family reunion. Embrace family. Because at the end of it all, that's all we're going to have. Black folks, double backing to the black folks. Raise up that in return to that one strong community. The one strong community as it was. You fall right into the stereotypes every single day. The way that you speak to each other. The way that you are trifling. The way that you're underhanded, sneaky, can't be trusted. That's so 2021. We're in 2026 now. And the community is still doing the same thing. The community is still looking for a savior when they don't want to save themselves. A once powerful, strong community destroyed, decimated. All communities were strong. Each and every one was strong. But systematically, the black race has been torn down and dominated and depopulated. That black folks don't even respect their own culture and heritage anymore. That's sad. We have a whole month to celebrate. They're literally putting President's Day in the month of February. Anybody wonder why they do that? The ones that do their research and look into history, they do know that these individuals, these presidents, these powerful individuals, the vast majority of them in times past were a darker skin complexion. Abraham Lincoln, depicted as being swarthy. But individuals don't even know. They're so focused on Juneteenth and Black Lives Matter, which was a scam and a sham from the beginning, but nobody saw it. Robbing black folks blind, but since black folks wanted their leader, somebody to represent them, oh, it had a price, and it was a heavy price. The racism is happening within our own race, and we don't even see it. It's not everybody else. And if it is, they have their own things that they deal with. But it's our race that needs to get it together. Because that old slave mentality is still here. But it's the own race. It's the race that's carrying on the tradition of the slave mentality. The way that we speak to our friends, our brothers, the way that we speak to them, with a name, a phrase that was looked down upon in the past. The ones that you speak about, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Thurgood Marshall, black individuals that no one knows nothing about. They fought against being called those types of names. Here, black folks in the ignorance still repeat those phrases and those names to each other. As a community, in 2026, get it together. In 2026, for everyone, those that are on the course, those that are on the path, I applaud each and every one of you because they're seeing that things are picking up. The brighter side of darkness is here. It's come. Many are looking for a savior, a leader, someone to guide them. Well, first you need to guide your own self, guide your steps, because how do you know what this leader is guiding you to? How do you know what they're guiding you to? Everyone's path is different. You may align paths, But how are you so sure they're helping you get to your path? You need to get it together, because it won't be racial divide, racial division that'll get everybody. It'll be the human race that is going to come up. These evil things are going to come up against. So as a race, as a species, we have to start now. And those things of the past that we know we shouldn't be carrying over into a new year, we have to let them go. Start fresh, start anew, start now. Some people wait to start. It's a future thing, they say. But the future is right now. And right now. And right now. 2026, coming into a new year, we have time. There is time to change. We're only 2 months in, just about a month and a half in. There is plenty of time. So that the next years, or the next months, or the next hours, or the next minutes, or the next relationship, or the next child, or the next racial meeting, when the races are there to congregate, or the next family get together, we can and we will have the right mindset. If not, when it's time for us to stick together, we're going to crumble. And those that are working and have a work in progress, working themselves out, takes a lot of courage to admit that there's work to do. Everyone out there is still working on themselves, but the ones that are honestly and putting the efforts in to work on themselves, much of it applies to you. And we applaud you as the ones that have been working on ourselves, have been rebuilding brick by brick. Because you notice as you start growing and developing, the window to be able to get out of starts closing up slowly. Yeah, you can get out of trouble, you can get out of it, but that window starts closing and you won't be able to get in and out so easily. So, in this new year, and as we embark on a new life, drop off those old habits from the years past and build up and be fresh and be new in 2026 and beyond.